Hi guys, this is JJ here. In terms of Nunchaku Freestyle as a sport, our two most prestigious tournaments, the Golden Combat Tournament and the World Cup, have one thing in common. Vertical double aerials are the undisputed flagship. Just looking at the top 4 of this year's World Cup with me, Daria Kashiva, Christian Rodriguez and Jesse Dennis, you can see clearly how technicity and visibility come together perfectly within this line of tricks. Today here at FlowTricks, I want to teach you a rather easy double aerial. Let's go! The double aerial we're going to see today contains a left-handed front aerial and a right-handed aerial behind the back. So let's first zoom in on the technicities of these individual tricks. For that left-handed front aerial, I would hold the nunchaku around the balance point, and that in the screwdriver stance, where you put focus on your thumb and your index finger. By holding the nunchaku in that screwdriver stance, it's easy to push a stick away with your thumb. Also mind how I elevate my arm to guide the nunchaku in the air. This second aerial might be a little bit harder, therefore we're gonna do it with our dominant hand, which for 90% of the people is our right hand. You flick the nunchaku behind your back, and then you're also gonna guide it because it has to come back in front of you. To help it to get it in front of you, you're gonna throw it diagonally, as you can see right here. This way it will pass the shoulder beautifully. Also try to keep it low. This way you keep control over that aerial the entire time. Now it's time to put these individual tricks together into a double aerial, and that is obviously easier said than done. The first aerial we're gonna do with our left hand. Why? Because the second one we need to release very quickly, and that you obviously want to do with your dominant hand. When pushing your limits in Nunchaku Freestyle, which can happen a lot with double aerials, windows of execution are very important. So look how with our left hand we're gonna push off on the left window, but then we're gonna switch to the right window. Also mind how we're gonna catch it with our right hand, and that is the bottleneck of this trick. Changing hands during aerials or cross catches are obviously very difficult, but this is the way to stand out in Nunchaku Freestyle. Just mind my right hand. Look how I release that aerial behind the back and then quickly have to catch that first aerial, but also look how I keep my eyes focused on that aerial behind the back. This is obviously super hard, but it's the way to stand out. A tip I would give to you is that before you're gonna do this double aerial, first do the very popular slice aerial. The slice aerial, just as this double aerial, contains vertical clockwise rotations, so it perfectly fits within the trick that I just explained in this tutorial. Probably very soon I'm gonna make a tutorial about the slice aerial and the importance of this trick. But first now, the techniques. So with your right hand you're gonna do a basic aerial. That means you go from front to back grip via hand roll. With your left hand you're gonna slice over. And that's basically it. Now that you got this tutorial, you're ready to start training. So learn all the individual tricks first and then build it up step by step. If this tutorial was helpful to you, feel free to visit our Patreon, that is patreon.com/flowtricks. There you can support us and in the meanwhile get access to hundreds of exclusive videos. I hope to see you all there.